Okay, so we know we had this embarrassing loss against the Las Vegas Raiders. I almost called them the Oakland Raiders, man. But yeah, they dominated us 63-21. I knew that we didn't have Keenan Allen, we didn't have our starters, but at the same time, it exposes our weakness, and this is just long overdue. Brandon Staley, um, at the end of the day, wish him nothing but the best, but he just wasn't the right person for the job. When he first came out, he was trying to establish that identity, right? Going for it on fourth down, it was cool. Some of it was all right. He was supposed to be this special analytical guy, and he ended up doing pretty well. You know, we defeated the Kansas City Chiefs at that time, and it was cool. So it was like, all right, we got Justin Herbert. He's still on this rookie deal. We can build from him. But uh, we didn't make it. You know, we were supposed to go to the playoffs. Going against the Las Vegas Raiders. You know how that went, right? He decided to call that timeout. I was optimistic about it. I was like, okay, you know, you still want to go ahead and compete, but it seems like that time they wanted to run the clock out, and we was gonna go into, you know, besides overtime, we was gonna go into a tie, and we both get into the playoffs. But it is what it is, right? So following from that season, we had a little down year, but we ended up having a spurt going to 10-7. Cool. We lost the 27-0 lead to Jacksonville Jaguars, which should have never happened. And I think that's when he lost the locker room. And then, but this year here, Justin Herbert, this is the last year he had crack ribs and everything. But this year, you know, I know he's been injured. Mike Williams has been in and out. Joey Bosa is good when he's healthy. At the same time, and you're supposed to be this defensive guru, right? Because I guess you somewhat, he didn't even build it, but he had, you know, he was working with people at that time. This is before the Los Angeles Rams won the Super Bowl. They had that top defense. I mean, it's kind of good and easy when you have Aaron Donald. My thing is with this, man, it didn't go well. We're last in the league, 29th on defense, and you know, it showed. It really showed. I can't really get upset with Easton Stick. I mean, he's been on the roster for a long time, but this is his second career game, and he actually did okay, you know, besides the pick six and all. But Derwin James doesn't fit his scheme. He was a great cover corner, safety. He could play all positions. He was amazing, man. You know, this before Brandon Staley came in. You know, even though we had those other incompetent coaches like Anthony Lynn, Mike McCoy over the years. But over here, man, Brandon Staley is just long overdue. He just needs to move forward. I'm glad that I was talking to LA Original about this, that in order for us to change this organization, you got to get rid of the general manager, Tom Telesco. We did that. Great today. And we fired Brandon Staley. We haven't done nothing like that since 98. Tom Telesco, he's been there for like, what, over 11 years? Just about 11 seasons. Only accomplishments he had, he's been to the playoffs a couple times with us. You know, this was during the Phillip River days. And, of course, you want to add Justin Herbert, so 3 times. And we haven't even won a divisional title. We haven't even won, you know, so it's like the most we got to was the wild card. You know, so my thing is, man, it's just time to get something better. We need a big running back. Austin Eckler is decent, but at the same time, he's a complimentary running back. He's not that type of running back to help us get through those second and third yards, you know, that we need to pick up for a first down to continue to keep the chain movement. Very passionate about football with this, man. This was a huge disaster here. And he just couldn't do what he's a good talker, but he just couldn't really fit the schemes and do what he needed to do. Even when Daniel Popper and all the other reporters was doing their job and asking him questions in the press conference, he was stating like, yeah, I'm gonna continue to call defensive plays. Like, stop asking me that. He was being all defensive, man. So, I mean, you're not showing results, man, at the end of the day. So if you want them to shut up, you got to start winning, you know. And that's I understand too. The players got to play too, but we have a championship. I won't say championship, but we do have a contender roster. Jalen Guyton, Joshua Palmer's healthy. Keenan Allen is good. He's in his last years. Mike Williams when he's healthy. So I kind of completely understand that. We could have got Zay Flowers, but we ended up getting Quentin Johnston for whatever reason. You know, we need a speed, but we have our franchise quarterback, you know, and you can't do nothing with him. Like, we mediocre. Like, this is his first year in the far as him signing his $262 million deal, and we're last in last place. You know, so it's something crazy, man. But I was thinking, like, you know, Bill Belichick is out there. We can get Jim Harbaugh, but I think this is a good thing in the right direction, man. In the draft, we need to focus slowly on getting a big running back. I want a running back, yes. Because we're gonna get rid of Austin Eckler. We're gonna need maybe another defensive tackle, edge rusher, because Joey Bosa, he's heading out the door. to get up some capital. Mike Williams might be out. Get another wide receiver because we got a decent corner in Asante Samuel. Mike Davis is terrible. So I don't like Michael Davis. He's really bad. He did decent last year, but this year, no. He give up too many coverages, mismatches. Devontae, I mean, I don't know. He's just not consistent at all. Eric Kendricks is cool. But the only spot, like I would say this, like what Tom Telesco did, we did give in J.C. Jackson, but it did not work out because it didn't fit the scheme. He did really well. He's a decent corner a couple years with the Patriots. Signed him all that money, didn't work out. We got Khalil Mack, Sebastian Joseph David had Calvin Noy. So, I mean, it's just at the end of the day, man, we don't want this organization to be known for careers to die. No, no, this is a culture. We had Antonio Gates and Phillip Rivers come out last week supporting us, man, and doing the ceremony from all the years that they did, man, and we couldn't win our home game. It's just simple things like this, man. So at the end of the day, I think Kellen Moore right now, as of now, for the last 3 games, he's going to be the interim head coach. And we're just going to move on from there, man. So this is a good direction. I'm glad Dean Spanos' family did something like this. But thing is, do not hire incompetent coaching. Get Jim Harbaugh out here. If he hope he's out there in the market, he wants to go into the NFL coaching. Get somebody that's a winner. That's all I really have to say, man. And we just got to build from there. We got our franchise quarterback, but it should be no reason why we're losing. We should have got Sean Payton. But the thing is, Dean Spanos got to open his wallet and get the coaching. For real. We've been losing against, I think, 6 out of the 8 games, lost by 3 points or fewer. So 6 out of 12 games, something like that, man. They was really going through the stacks. Charging, they said that it's a verb of heartbreaking losses. Literally. So it's always a fumble at the last minute. And this goes to show you that Justin Herbert was carrying us for so long, man. So our system is terrible. So we got to fix this. But that's all I really have to say. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. This is going to be an interesting off season. I love you guys, man. And that's just my thoughts on that. I'm out. Deuces.